belly dancers at that wedding. I heard of a wedding not too long ago that had 9 belly dancers. Allahu Akbar, takbir. Do you know what kind of takbir? Takbiratul janaza, the funeral prayer. That's what kind of takbir, 4 of them. So here, the next one is the ability to acquire necessary skills needed to succeed. And that means you have to identify where your weaknesses are. And one of our greatest weaknesses is we don't have scholars, neither from the men or the women. And we need to produce scholars that can guide our ummah. And everybody wants their child to be an engineer or a doctor. Why don't you want your child to be what the greatest thing that a human being can be? A da'iyan ilallahi, a bashiran nadhira. Why don't you want to be from amongst the people that the Prophet said, the 2 parents of the one who memorizes the book of Allah will be given crowns of light on the Yawm al-Qiyamah? Why don't we want to be from those people? Why don't we want to be from the people where your children, waladun salih, yad'u lahu, a righteous child who invokes Allah for them, because their dunya won't help you. Their dunya won't help you. Your provision was written before you were born. Their dunya is not going to help you, but their akhirah will help you. So make your children people of akhirah, not people of dunya. And then the next is the patience. Sabr. وَمَا صَبْرُكَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ وَاصْبِرُوا وَصَابِرُوا. Be patient and enjoin others to patience. And I tell you, there are 2 lessons as far as I'm concerned that the Muslims have to learn. Because all of the tribulations coming to us are based on 2 things as far as I'm concerned. One is kibr, and the other is the lack of patience. Kibr and the lack of patience. Until we get kibr out of our hearts and recognize that saying La ilaha illallah does not make you special, because the munafiq says La ilaha illallah and he's lower than the kafir. He's lower than the kafir. And if you feel safe from nifaq, from hypocrisy, according to Hasan al-Basri, one of the greatest of the tabi'een, you're a munafiq. لا يأمن من النفاق إلا منافق. The only one that feels safe from nifaq is the munafiq. So if you feel safe from nifaq, because Umar ibn al-Khattab didn't feel safe from nifaq. He went to Hudayf ibn al-Yaman and said, أَتَرَى فِيَّ مَا تَرَى فِيهِمْ? Do you see in those munafiqeen do you see in me what you see in them? أُنْشِدُكَ بِاللَّهِ. Tell me by Allah, I want to know if Umar's a munafiq. And he said, وَاللَّهِ لَا أَرَى فِيكَ مَا أَرَى فِيهِمْ. I don't see in you what I see in them. So you have to ask yourself, and if you want the qualities of the munafiqun, it's in the Quran. They say on their tongues what's not in their hearts. They pray lazily. They don't remember Allah except a little bit. They're mutadabdib. They oscillate. You see, they're all there. You can find them in there. So we have to have patience, perseverance, and then perseverance. خَيْرُ الْأَعْمَالِ أَدْوَامُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ. Be persevering. لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. No one has except what they endeavor for, what they persevere for. وَأَنَّ سَعْيُهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. And he will see his endeavor. He will see his endeavor. We will see our sa'i. وَكَانَ سَعْيُهُ مَشْكُورًا. And their endeavor was shown with gratitude by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. سَعْيًا مَشْكُورًا وَذَنْبًا مَغْفُورًا وَتِجَارَةً لَنْ تَبُورًا. A sa'i, an endeavor that Allah shows gratitude to, and Allah is shakur. And then the last thing is the ability to love what one is doing. To love what one is doing. Allahu Akbar. We have to love what we're doing. رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. They love Allah and Allah loves them. They're pleased with Allah and Allah's pleased with them. And none of you truly believes until he loves Allah and His Messenger more than he loves his own self. And so working for Allah and His Messenger would be the most beloved thing to him, because he loves Allah and His Messenger. So this is the last thing. You have to love what you're doing. And if you find it difficult, لَا يَنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. They only give out the infaq and they hate it. They detest it. So we have to start giving out and loving it. Spending our money, fi sabilillah, and loving it. لَا تَنَالُونَ الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. You don't reach bir, righteousness, until you give out what you love. What you love. So we have to love to give out by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khair.